take it.
I'm not hungry.
Well, maybe you'll change your mind. How much do you owe?
1,200.
£1,200? And fruit machines? It's not possible.
Plus interest, it's easy.
Why? Why, for God's sake?
It helps me forget.
Helps you forget what?
Everything. Losing my job, the dole, all of it. When I was playing the machines, it was like I wasn't there.
1,200 quid. And the shark you borrowed it from?
He isn't a shark.
Well, of course he isn't. I suppose you got beaten up at your local building society.
I'm not going to tell you his name, Dad. Only go in and make it worse.
Yeah, you're right.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to get the money so that you can pay it back.
Where from?
I'll get it.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Schiller. I must say, this letter you sent us is very detailed, very frank.
Well, I thought it best.
Quite. So, in order to meet the debts incurred by your son, you wish to borrow £1,200?
That's right.
Yes. Well, I see from your account that you're already well over your overdraft limit, Mr. Schiller.
Look, there's no need to treat me like a schoolboy, Mr. Holmes. All I want to know is, can I have the money or not?
Not, I'm afraid. The bank has a policy.
Policy? It always comes down to a policy, doesn't it?
If your affairs were a little better balanced, Mr. Schiller, it might be easier. As it is.
As it is. Let's just forget I asked, OK?
How old is Paul?
18. I don't know, maybe I can sort him out. The main problem is the money.
Can you touch Briley for a loan?
No chance.
Oh, Bernie, listen. I wish I could lend you the money.
No, I wouldn't even ask. So, you saw Gilmore again?
Yeah, I did.
You don't really like him, do you?
What, you mean, like as in, like?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, Bernie. He's single, he's good-looking, he's charming, he's very, very rich. I mean, a girl would have to be mad to fall for a bloke like that.
Toots, you know Briley's thinking of going to the police.
Why?
You know the bin bags that Stevie and I found?
Yeah?
We'd better get back.
Exhibit 1, chamomile tea.
Some of these tea bags have been cut by a razor, as if someone was working out how to put something in them.
And Exhibit 2.
We thought, at first, this was cocaine.
It would have been better for Gilmore if it was.
It's Valium. Crushed Valium.
This was in the bin? No, there's something wrong. There is something definitely wrong.
I'm sorry, Miss Lee, but this proves it. Gilmore killed Dawn Blake, no question.
Seems to me all you need now is that printout. Anna, you spoke to Dawn's accountant. He gave you a copy of some of her royalty statements.
Yes.
If you could only break into his system, get the real figures, the ones I gave Dawn,
And then?
then we go to the police. Can you do it?
We have our resources, Mr. Trevor.
You've done a great job, Mr. Briley. Really great.
Miss Doyle?
No, it's okay. I can see myself out.
Thank you, everybody. You've done very well indeed.
I'll make that call.
Miss Lee?
He didn't do it. You're wrong.
You seem to forget, Miss Lee, that most of our evidence against Gilmore came from you.
I know.
Thanks to you, we know he was making secret payments to Dawn Blake, that he argued with her the night before her death, and searched her house 3 days later. We also know Dawn Blake was blackmailing him.
Yes, but we only have Mike Trevor's word for that.
Well, why should he lie?
Dawn had proof. Concrete proof.
Mrs. Gale,
There was a massive difference between what she'd sold and what he said she'd sold.
I didn't think you were working today.
Are you looking for something, sir?
I've already found what I'm looking for.
Mr. Briley, I don't think that Gilmore killed Dawn Blake.
Why not?
It's just a feeling.
Miss Lee, I don't think you should allow your feelings to get in the way, particularly if you're getting involved with Gilmore.
I'm not.
It seems to me that breaking into his computer system could prove whether he's innocent or guilty.
Oh, no way, Mr. Briley. I think I've done enough stealing about and lying for you as it is.
You've done your job, Miss Lee. No more, no less. You know, I'm beginning to wonder whose side you're actually on.
So am I.
Well, now's the time to make up your mind.
Beryl, you haven't moved a letter from my desk, have you?
A letter, Mr. Schiller?
Yeah, it was to my bag. Stevie?
Not me.
I certainly haven't seen it, and I wouldn't touch it either.
Beryl, look, I'm sorry I snapped at you the other day. I've had a lot on my mind.
Well, I'm sure we're all a little tense at the moment, Mr. Schiller.
I'm sure it was here.
Have you got those trains of that latest group?
Yeah, I've got them just over here.
Evan, what are you doing here?
I thought I was allowed to come in now and then. I do own the magazine, don't I?
Hey, I'm sorry, sir. Have a seat.
I like the last issue. But there's something I wanted to ask you.
Go.
That piece on that new group, Treadmill.
What about it?
It was a bit nasty, even by your standards. I was wondering if there was some sort of vendetta going on between you and Rec Records.
It's not personal.
No?
I don't like Gilmore. I admit it. I don't like his squeaky clean public image or his holier-than-thou posturing. I don't like his success, and I don't like his style. They both have knighthood written all over them. And who gets knighted these days? Politicians and second-rate celebrities.
So you say it's not personal?
It's not. Look at the pictures. The Fox brothers, Emily Peterson, 5 BC. I put them all out of business, and only a couple of them were with Rec.
Just be careful, Martin.
Hold the line. Why?
Even hate can gather style.
Yes.
I have more news for you.
Deep Throat. Nice of you to call.
The Gilmore file is almost finished. Briley wants to go to the police.
How can I get a hold of it?
There's a girl you have to speak to. Her name is Anna Lee. I'll be in touch.
Sorry to keep you waiting. This is exactly the same system we put into Gilmore's office. Here. When you get to the directory, it'll ask you for a password. And that's what you have to find.
Well, how do I do that? Could be anything.
Well, that's what you'd think, but in fact, it's a lot easier than that. You'd be surprised how many people put in their own name, or a variation of it.
Ah.
There you are. And that's your first clue. It'll have 7 letters. And there's one other thing. It'll only give you 6 goes, and then the computer will shut down.
This is like doing a crossword without any clues.
I'm sure you'll think of something, Anna.
Can't do this to me.
She persuaded me to hack into Gilmore's PC and print up a couple of pages of his accounts.
I'm sorry about this, but you no longer sell its effective line.
I'm convinced Dawn was blackmailing him.
You know that's not true!
I did all I could.
I think Gilmore just stopped once and for all.
You've never liked Gilmore, have you?
It's nothing personal.
Just you're spending a lot of money to bring him down.
I'm spending money to get the truth.
Anna,
Hi, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
good to see you. We're just about to cut Lucy's dinner.
Wait, can you do that here?
I'll show you. Hi. Hello. Just inside. This is the studio where we do our recording. Here's Lucy.
Hi, Anna.
Well, are we ready to do this, yeah? Yeah. You want to sit in and watch?
Oh, no, I think I'll make her nervous.
Well, you could go and wait in my office if you wanted.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah? Christine, why don't you show through? I won't be too long. OK. Words of Elmore. Let's cut it.
Another sleepless night. They're taking off the roof upstairs. I wish I was there. That kind of company sounds pretty good to me. Ooh.
Can I take your coat?
One day I'll get it right.
Would you like a coffee?
Things that should be left
No, thanks.
unsaid, kept inside instead. Said them all and more. I talked you out the door. Yeah. If you're gonna love somebody, don't make it just anybody. Make it someone who might just love you too. Is that so hard to do? Oh, if you're gonna love somebody, don't make it just anybody. Make it someone who might be good for you. Is that so hard to do? Almost but never quite the way it's not supposed to be. And eventually, someone will say enough. You shouldn't be that tough. Yeah. If you're gonna love somebody, don't make it just anybody. Make it someone who might just love you too. Is that so hard to do? If you're gonna love somebody, don't make it just anybody. Make it someone who might just love you too. Is that so hard to do? If you're gonna love somebody, don't make it just anybody. Make it someone who might be good for you. Is that so hard to do? If you're gonna love somebody, don't make it just anybody. Make it someone who might just love you too. Is that so hard for you? Is it so hard to do? I'm so in love with you, and I don't know what to do. Is it so hard for you? I'm so in love with you, and I don't know why.
Miss Lee,
Yes. I
I'm...
know who you are. You're Martin Mayhew.
Can I come in?
I'm cooking.
This won't take long. You work for a company called Brierley Security in Kensington. I suppose you call yourself a private eye. Rather a cute concept.
Oh, wow. I'm so glad you think so.
I'm interested in an investigation of yours.
All our investigations are confidential.
Not to me, they're not. Especially when the subject's William Gilmore. I saw you with him the other night, didn't I? At the club. From what I'm told, he doesn't know who you are, what you are. I wonder how he'd feel about you if he found out.
What do you want?
The story. Oh, I've printed gossip, I've printed rumors, but you can give me the facts, and I'll write a story like one I've never written before. You might as well tell me, darling. By the time the police get hold of it, it'll be public knowledge anyway.
How do you know all this?
It's my job.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do, Mr. Mayhew.
What?
I'll give you 10 seconds to get out of my flat before I pour this ratatouille all over your ugly head, all right?
You're making a mistake.
Yeah, you're right. It's a waste of ratatouille.
Ouch. I'm going. But you'll regret it.
It'll have 7 letters.
It's my favourite piece of music.
It's nothing personal.
That's why I named my company after it.
I'm spending money to get the truth.
Selwyn, are you doing anything?
No.
I need your help. But I've never trusted Mike Trevor from the start. His whole story. You know, O'Reilly is so formal. It's always Miss Lee this and Mr. Schiller that. Well, how come Mike Trevor knew my first name?
He called you Anna?
Twice. And somebody must have told Martin Mayhew who I was and where to find me. It could only have been Mike Trevor.
You can't be sure of that.
No, anyway, I want to find out more about it.
But you can't break in. There's an alarm.
I know there's an alarm. It's useless. I've been selling those, remember? I've dismantled millions.
You're breaking the law. We're breaking the law.
Selwyn, I'm just asking you to stand here and keep watch. Now, hold this and don't be such a big girl's blouse.
Right. Sister.
Ooh, ooh. Kevin.
Do it, do.
You're chasing me.
I'm chasing you. Stop! Stop! Stop, thief!
I know it's late, Rod. I am sorry, but listen, Selwyn's been arrested.
Arrested? What do you mean? What was he doing?
Oh, it's too long a story. I can't tell you, but he wasn't doing anything wrong. Actually, he was helping me.
If he's been arrested, there's not a lot I can do, Anna.
Oh, please, Ros, at least find out where he's being held and, I don't know, if you can't spring him, at least find out what's going on. I'm sure they won't charge him.
All right, I'll do my best.
Oh, thanks. Can I call you tomorrow?
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.
You did what?
Listen to me. Mike Trevor works for lots of different record companies, and he has done for the past year and a half.
And what of it?
Well, Gilmore's a threat to them. They could be using Trevor to smear him.
What?
Oh, nothing about Mike Trevor adds up. I mean, why did he have us checked out? There were newspaper articles, photographs.
Well, he's clever. He wanted the best.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you're being ridiculous. What about all the evidence? The housekeeper woman, Mrs. Gale.
Well, she could have misunderstood what she saw.
And the Valium?
Right. Mike Trevor says to us, oh, look in Will's bin. So we look in Will's dustbin, and lo and behold, there are all sorts of clues there. Well, maybe, just maybe, he planted them there.
And this? You did very well, Miss Lee. This came out of Will's computer?
Yes.
And these are the official figures, the ones from that accountant. Now, in June last year, Dawn Blake sold 11,000 records, according to the accountant's figures, but 16,000 according to this. In July, she sold 12,500 according to the official figures, but your printout has 18,000. Do I need to go on?
So what are you going to do?
Well, you know very well it all has to go to the client and then to the police.
No, listen to me. Just for once, please. You're wrong. You're making a big mistake. Gilmore, I don't think, is a killer. The more I know him...
The harder it is to make an impartial decision.
What?
I'm sorry, Miss Lee, but I did warn you about getting involved.
This has got nothing to do with my being involved. And there is another thing about Mike Trevor.
This investigation is not about Mr. Trevor, it's about Mr. Gilmore. I'm sorry, Miss Lee, but I don't understand you. You got the evidence, you've put him where he is. Why are you trying to protect him?
Because...
Because of your feelings for him.
No. I've worked here for nearly a year, and I've solved case after case after case. And you still treat me with absolutely no respect, and you still treat me like a schoolgirl.
Yes, and all too often you behave like one.
I'll stop this for a laugh. I've had enough. This case, this job, this company, the lot of it. I'm off. I quit. I resign.
What?
The whole thing. Your chauvinistic, patronizing attitude to me actually makes me feel sick. This is exactly the reason I left the police.
Miss Lee!
Oh, no, you know it's my _P.5.
If you walk out that door, Miss Lee, you don't come back.
You're right. Miss Lee! No, Beryl, I've resigned. Wait!
All right, Mr. Price. You can go home now.
I'm not being charged, then?
It would seem not.
So I should think. I told you I was chasing that girl like any good citizen would. And I'd have caught her if your lot hadn't jumped on top of me.
Yes, all right, sir. Come on, your daughter's outside.
Are you all right, Selwyn?
Look at her stiff back. That bed in there is lumpy as...
As porridge, eh? Come on, I'll call you a taxi.
Now, let's walk.
Rang Mum and Dad last night.
Didn't tell them.
Yeah. I'm afraid they've had second thoughts about you, Selwyn.
What?
Well, they both think it would be best for me to go and live south of the river. There may be less crime down there, less bad influence. Know what I mean?
Look, see.
Well, breaking and entering. And at your age.
Come on, madam. Good night, Beryl.
Good night. Commander, I'm sure you could telephone Miss Lee, you know.
Yes, I suppose I could. But I don't think so. Come on.
got it?
Yeah. It's all there.
1,200 pounds was the sum in question, I think. That'll buy a lot of time on a fruit machine.
How did you know? Who told you?
You know what they say about journalists and their sources.
You're no journalist.
Bernie. Bold. Bingo.
You can't print this.
Why not?
This could destroy Gilmore. I mean, he could go down for this.
If it's true. It's true.
From a legal point of view, I must tell you that one inaccuracy, and it's us this story could destroy. Every one of us at this table, this whole magazine.
From a legal point of view.
That's what I'm paid to give.
Isn't it a bit outside our frame of reference, Martin?
Come on, Evan. Street's done pieces on backhanders, chart rigging, drugs.
Maybe we should look at the facts as they're laid down.
All right. We're saying that Gilmore was involved in fraud.
Yeah, but there were always rumors.
And you invented the rumors.
Okay, we've got the printouts. You can look at the figures for yourselves.
You're saying that Dawn Blake knew this, that she had evidence, and that she may have been blackmailing Gilmore.
The police say that. All that Valium and no suicide letter?
Then you infer that Gilmore...
Look, they found the murder weapon in Gilmore's dustbin, for God's sake. Drugs. Look, by tonight, Gilmore will have been arrested anyway. The story will run in every national paper. Do you want to wait until then?
Yes.
Wait a minute, Steve. This detective agency, Briley Security, they were acting independently.
Yes. They got the evidence. I got it from them. With your cash. Come on, Evan. What more do you want?
All right. Let's vote on it.
Print it.
I agree.
Don't touch it unless you're 100% sure.
All right. Can you make tomorrow's edition?
Yes.
Then do it. But if you're wrong, Martin, your head will be the first to go.
Are you all right, Commander?
Oh, yes, thank you, Beryl. Are Mr. Schiller and Mr. Johnson in the office?
No, they're both out. Alarm systems.
Oh.
Commander, I would never think of questioning your judgment.
You never have, Beryl.
But I wonder if perhaps... I rather think the loss of Miss Lee may be quite a blow.
So do I, Beryl. So do I.
Will, there's something I have to tell you. I've been lying to you. I'm not a writer.
Don't tell me. You really want to be a singer?
No, well, I know this sounds crazy, but I was. I'm a private detective.
I beg your pardon.
I was hired to investigate you.
Concerning what?
The death of Dawn Blake.
Briley Security.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't so bad. Some of the time. It was better than the police.
So why did you leave, Anna?
I don't know. I'd had enough. I'd had enough a long time ago.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, well, you would be, wouldn't you?
No, it's not that. It's just that, well, there's something I wanted to ask you. This makes it a whole lot easier.
Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you. What are you going to do?
About Dawn?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh.
I don't care what you found, Anna. In fact, I don't really want to know. I don't want to talk about it, okay? Thank you for telling me the truth. I appreciate that.
I don't think you understand.
Look, I didn't kill Dawn. You know it. And I can prove it. So we got nothing to worry about, okay?
Okay.
Pretty simple.
Where are we going, anyway?
I thought we might go for a cruise.
Oh, you're not serious.
I told you. Boat ride.
Some boat. Did you really buy all this just to cruise up and down the Thames?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Cheers.
Cheers.
Tell you the truth, I'm bored, Anna. I've decided to take a year off. And I'm going to sail this thing across the Atlantic. Bahamas, Caribbean. I don't know. Wherever the wind takes me.
Oh, very nice. Just, you and the crew.
Oh, no. I just hired them for today. They won't be coming along.
You can't sail this boat single-handed.
No, you're right. I can't. Needs two people.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you know, you're out of work. Did you have anything better in mind?
Sure. You're not being serious. You are being serious?
Absolutely.
Well, what about, Dawn Blake?
You think I'm running away from Dawn Blake? Listen, I told you, all right? It's all under control. Everything's sorted out. There's nothing to worry about.
So what if I say yes, and I accept your offer of this round-the-world trip on the, yeah, what's this boat called? Wreck doesn't somehow seem appropriate.
Requiem.
Of course, yeah.
Well, there is one string attached.
Oh, how weird. I thought there might be.
Well, I couldn't sail off on a boat for a year with just anybody, could I?
You want to marry me?
Yes, please.
Oh, I should have known better. Sailing out the Thames on a $10 million yacht and a multi-millionaire with a diamond engagement ring again.
This has happened to you before.
Loads of times. Isn't this a bit sudden?
All my best decisions are the sudden ones.
What if I say no? Do I go overboard?
No, I do.
Oh, I don't know, Will. I can't take you seriously. I just want to laugh.
You think about it, okay? Good afternoon, officer.
Mr. Gilmore, sir?
Yes. Are you arresting me?
No, sir. But we would like you to help us with certain inquiries concerning the death of Miss Dawn Blake. I also have to warn you, sir, that you're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so. But what you do say may be put into writing and given in evidence.
Well, I think I can help you.
Anna, please don't do anything, okay? This is all in hand. It'll sort itself out. One of the crew will take you home. Should we go? Don't worry.
In a sensational article in today's Street magazine, Martin Mayhew alleged that Gilmore had been the subject of a private investigation, which had produced startling evidence of his involvement in fraud and possibly even murder. Mr. Briley, could I have a word with you about the allegation?
No comment. Mr. Briley, I'm sorry.
Briley Security were keeping silent today about their files, which it is believed have now been forwarded to the police.
Give us your handbag. I said give us your handbag.
Come on, shouldn't you two be in bed?
Kevin!
Overstatement, okay? Please. I've seen the allegations made against me in Street magazine, and I can confirm that I've been questioned by the police. I've consulted my solicitor, and I will be making a full statement at a press conference at the rec offices at 4 o'clock this afternoon. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
What about spectators on the track, please. No spectators. Off the track now. Stay back, cars.
What do you want? Just tell me something, Kevin. That night you attacked me, you knew I'd be there, didn't you? Somebody hired you, somebody paid you, didn't they?
All right, I was paid.
Who by?
Trevor, Mike Trevor.
Didn't know who to go to. About the police, but...
We're only going to frighten you, we weren't going to hurt you, honest.
See, I was working for Rec too.
Him and the other bloke.
Gilmore's big news. Whiter than white.
Trevor and Gilmore?
Yes.
It's an invitation to his cartoon gallery.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Stop it! Just get out of here, Kevin!
Look, I hope you don't think I'm being too forward, but, could I possibly take you out for dinner tomorrow night?
You've done a great job, Mr. Briley. Really great.
Thanks very much.
Hey, you earned it.
When's the press conference?
About 2 hours. I suppose I better get going. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for everything.
Why haven't the police charged him yet?
I don't know.
Martin, I'm getting a bit worried.
Gilmore's screwed down. He's not getting out of this.
What about this press conference of his?
I'm heading there now. Relax, Evan. He's wriggling on the hook, that's all.
Will,
Anna.
can I talk to you?
Now.
Yeah, now. It was you the whole time, wasn't it? You behind Mike Trevor. That story of you and Dawn Blake, well, that was a smear, all right, but it was you who planted it. You smeared yourself.
Yes.
Hey, you knew who I was. Right from the start, didn't you? You probably chose me.
No. I had to get close to you, all right? That was all part of the plan. But what happened between you and I, you know, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Mozart.
The Requiem. You were supposed to dislike me, for heaven's sake.
No, well, I do dislike you, so that's worked out really well.
Yeah, but you don't understand the reason behind all this. You don't understand why I did this.
Yes, I do, Will. It was all revenge, wasn't it? The whole thing. Your revenge on Martin Mayhew.
I saw you with him the other night, didn't I? At the club? From what I'm told, he doesn't know who you are, what you are. I wonder how he'd feel if he found out about you.
Yes. Because if anyone killed Dawn, it was Mayhew.
Hard to believe it's the best of Don Blake. In my view, you could put the best of Don Blake on an old-fashioned single and still have room for someone with talent.
He destroyed her career. He hounded her to death just for his own amusement, just to flatter his own ego. And Dawn wasn't the only one. He was getting too powerful, Anna. Someone had to bring him down.
If that was the case, she must have understood why her career with Rec was finished.
Of course she understood. When I dropped her, she was upset, but, I mean, I was upset. But she understood. We remain good friends. You can't go and rely on me.
But she couldn't cope. She couldn't take the failure. I received her suicide note. She posted it to me.
So that was when you got the idea.
I wasn't sure if it would work. But it seemed worth a try.
I just came by to pay my respects.
Why? You never did when she was alive.
I'm not the one who dropped her, Will. Feeling guilty?
To make Dawn's suicide look like a murder and to make it look as if you'd done it.
Yes. I lied to the police. Just to raise a few doubts. Then, after they'd finished questioning me, I went back to Dawn's house. Removed all the letters, removed all the evidence of what our relationship really had been. I didn't care that Mrs. Gowd had seen me. If anything, it helped. I wanted her to be suspicious.
Are you looking for something, sir?
Then I went to the bathroom. Removed a bottle of Valium. I'd need those later.
Yeah, I know you're going to put them in your dustbin along with the tea bags for us to find. Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Mike Trevor says look in the bin, and wow, there it all is. Who is Mike Trevor, by the way?
He's a friend, an old school friend.
Is that Martin Mayhew?
Yes. Who is this? How do you know all this?
So, of course, it was Mike, your old school friend, who said, I think we should break into Gilmore's computer. I mean, no wonder you were so glad to leave me alone in your office. Do you know, I thought I was being clever. All those figures on the Requiem file, they were false, weren't they? Put there for me to find.
I'm sorry, Anna.
I'll save it, Will. Just out of interest, how are you going to explain those figures to the police?
Projections. Future sales projections.
Oh, yeah, well, I suppose they could be. Anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? Because they were all lies, all of it. All lies. I mean, even those muggers, they were hired to attack me so that you could come to my rescue. All this time you've been lying to me. I can't bear it. You've been lying and manipulating me.
Yeah, all right, I admit it. But you've been doing the same to me, and don't deny it. You forced yourself on me just as much as I did on you.
I left my job for you.
Good. So leave it behind you. Come away with me.
Oh, get over yourself. No, you set Martin Mayhew onto me, didn't you?
I had to do it, Anna.
And when I said no... Oh, God, you went to Bernie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you give him money?
Well, Mike found a letter that he'd written to his bank manager.
You mean stole a letter?
He took a letter.
Oh, so you're no better than Martin Mayhew, are you?
Mayhew's what this whole thing is about.
You've got him to write a story that's so monstrous, so libelous, he's more or less called you a fraud and a murderer, that, hooray, success, you can make him look completely ridiculous. You can ruin him. So why did you have to bring us into it? Why didn't you just tell him the story straight?
Because I had to make him believe it. It had to come from a third party, someone disinterested. You know, in 5 minutes, I'm going to give a press conference. Half an hour from now, Mayhew's going to be ruined. He'll never work again. Nobody will ever employ him. I mean, can't you see what I've done? It's just...
Excuse me.
I've today issued writs for substantial damages against Martin Mayhew and Street Magazine. All the allegations relating to me are unfounded. My solicitors have also been in touch with the private investigation firm concerned, Briley Security.
And we've apologized unreservedly to Mr. Gilmore for intruding into his privacy and have agreed to pay all the fees we've received to a charity of his choice. Finally, let me restate that our investigation was inconclusive and that all the papers relating to it were removed and published without my permission.
It's understood that Mr. Gilmore was able to produce the actual suicide letter from the dead singer. He'd formally withheld it because of its personal nature. An auction of pop music memorabilia made record prices in London today. Drawings by...
Come to clear your desk, Martin.
Is that what you want?
I got a phone call an hour ago from Gilmore's solicitors. I could almost hear them laughing down the phone.
It was a trick. I heard him. He did this on purpose. We can tell them.
Do you think anyone will believe you? Can you prove it? No. The fact is, Gilmore could close Street down if he wanted to.
You can't get rid of me, Evan. Street's nothing without me.
You think so? You were just a passing trend. I'll leave you to pack your things.
Well, you got what you wanted, Will.
You know, Anna, Mayhew was what this thing was about, right? He's finished now. So we can put all this behind us, can't we?
No, I don't think we can. I will. Sylvie told me where you were, so how are you, Paul?
Yeah, right. I got him a new job.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, installing alarms.
Bernie.
Well, it's something. Yeah. So, Anna. This Gilmore business, you know what I did, don't you?
Yeah, well, does Briley know?
He suspects, but he didn't come out of it too well himself, so he's decided to draw a line. Mind you, it doesn't stop me feeling like hell about it.
Nah, it wasn't your fault, Bernie. We both got exploited. I mean, I feel just as bad as you do. Anyway, the money you got's probably the only good thing that came out of it, so you're laughing. We will stay in touch, won't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Oh!
Come on. Hey, Riley wants you back, you know.
Catford, I ask you. That's not south of the river, that's another country.
Yeah, well, no doubt you can get visiting rights.
Not so sure, her mother thinks I'm a bad influence on her, thanks to you.
Bye. I'll see you soon. Stop worrying. Bye, Anna.
Bye, Lucy.
Now you'll come back and visit, remember?
Okay, good luck.
Bye. See ya.
I'll miss her.
Tell you what we'll do. We'll have lunch, and then we'll go and see a film. They're showing Casablanca at the Electric.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss.
Well, that's marvellous.
A sigh is just a...
Miss Lee,
Clander.
I haven't had a reply to my letter. I wondered if you'd reconsidered.
Do you really want me back that much?
I just feel your leaving was a mistake. An unfortunate mistake. For all of us. Have you found other work?
Not as such.
Then do, please, reconsider. In view of the circumstances, I am prepared to offer you a...
Substantial?
reasonable rise in pay. I do honestly believe it would be for the best. That is...
Your office can't really do without me?
Well, not...
I thought that's what you were trying to say. I'll think about it, sir.
Having ended his amateur career in triumph, how will he fare fighting with the big boys? Proving he's no lightweight, Amir Khan's making his professional debut over on ITV1 now. While over on 2, Jennifer Aniston stars in romantic movie comedy The Object of My Affections. And next here on 3, another audience with Freddie Starr.